Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Once again, and I will never tire of saying, it is with great joy and gratitude that I come here once again. My heart is filled with much love, if that is possible, because the love I have for this planet and for each inhabitant who lives on it, is an infinite love. I would say it's impossible to grow any further. But for Father or Mother God and for each of us, evolved beings, there is never a limit. So I can say that this love grows every day. Observing carefully the consciences and minds of each one of you has been a moment of great joy and pleasure for me. I would say not just for me, for all the beings of light who today place their eyes and attention on this planet, on its inhabitants. When we began this journey of enlightenment, of change, of battles to overcome the non-light, of course we knew the outcome of everything. We always knew we would be victorious. Just building the middle of the story would require a lot of planning and a lot of love from all of you. And so we have done. Each plan carefully thought out, carefully tested, infinite times, and we can say that almost 100% of the time, we had no surprises. Many times some small battles got out of control, because they used, and still use, your conscience. And this is certainly an extremely determining factor, whether everything works out or not. But even so, we lost the battles, and today we are here, at this point on the road, where the light of the central sun has already dominated, implanted, involved, I would call it a thing, but it is a very inexpressive term for the importance of this planet. So I would say that the light of the central sun, enveloped every little energy that exists on this planet, whether in the form of an atom, whether in the form of a cell, whether in the form of a human, an animal, a stone, a crystal, it doesn't matter. All structures, all energies, are linked to the light of the central Sunday. Nothing on this planet is invisible to this light. It is clear that those who cannot bear this light have not had it very well. Many have voluntarily surrendered, they can no longer bear the pain they have felt in their bodies. Many are simply choosing to die, so that their souls can be healed and taken to where their journeys have taken them. Looking at the consciousness that exists today, in human beings on this planet, is something that brings us a lot of joy. Of course, we would like many more people to have the awareness you have today. But their turn will come. This moment is very close. I'm not going to justify myself or explain why things don't appear to you. The great strategy in any battle is to catch the enemy by surprise, to prevent him from expanding, to prevent him from making momentary and extremely dangerous decisions. So today we can say that, I'm going to call them enemies so that it's easy for you to understand, that's not how we see them, but I'm going to speak in your language. So today the enemy no longer has that communication network, which allowed them, with a simple command, to cause an immense catastrophe across the planet. Because those buttons they pressed no longer work, they were all destroyed. There is nothing more they can do against the planet. Like mass destruction, as they had predicted. One day you will know, one day you will see, how mined the soil of this planet was, not just below the surface, but in very deep bowels of Gaia, so that with a simple button, everything was destroyed. I guarantee you that they would no longer be on the surface, they would leave and practically wipe out the human race. But we would never allow that. Destroying these bases inside the Earth was the hardest battle we had. But we cannot forget who Ashta Sharon is, our great commander. His strategy and experience never failed. So all the decisions made by him and never challenged by us due to the total confidence we have in his abilities, were always victorious. So today, at this moment, when each one of you hears this message, each one in their own time, each one in their own moment, a lot is happening. Yes, don't you see? Yes, you don't hear about it, yes, you don't know what it is. And this is how we are gaining ground, this is how we are conquering the surface of the planet. We are no longer inside it, we are no longer in the heavens, because the heavens are also clean. All openings, portals, and escape routes are very well controlled and monitored. There is no way to enter and leave this planet without passing through Ashta Sharon's entire fleet. So we are focused now on the surface of the planet, on eliminating the living, thinking heads of this planet. For this to happen is not an easy movement. Overthrowing a country's leader is not an easy move. It is necessary to shield the rest of the country, so that it also does not make any abrupt decisions and cause the deaths of innocent people. Yes, don't be scared, there are leaders who are ready for this. The moment they are cornered, they want to destroy everything, no matter who dies. So realize that actions are not easy, we need to eliminate any and all risks for you. We understand anxiety, we often understand the lack of belief, because we talk and nothing happens. Nothing happens in your eyes, because everything is happening. And when we have total security for each and every inhabitant of this planet, then yes, it will be the final moment, the moment to remove each of these thinking heads and take them away. They will not remain here. No, they will not be judged by human laws, because their actions go far beyond their own laws. These are actions that will be analyzed by universal courts, by universal laws. It will not be you who will determine what the end of these thinking heads will be like. Some are already falling naturally, without us needing to do anything. And I tell you, they are desperate, because without their power in their hands, how can they threaten anything? And so it is happening, but you see nothing, you observe nothing, everything is the same. So let it be so, may you continue to realize that everything is the same. Because the more you isolate yourselves from this entire process, and do not focus on fear, anxiety, on something that is happening, the easier our action is. Indeed, we are a great team. We didn't decide to recover this planet because we were amateurs, we are all very experienced. But our greatest weapon, the one that always gives us the certainty of victory, is the unconditional love we have in our hearts. It is letting the spark of Father or Mother God, not just a spark, be far, far, far beyond us. We are contained within it, not it contained within us. And it is exactly this love of Father or Mother God, this strength of this great energy, that always gives us victory. And these enemies know this, which is why they prepared for so long, so that when they escaped, they would destroy this planet. But we're not stupid. We are not and did not at any time do what they expected us to do. And that was the strategy, which allowed us to destroy everything that belonged to them, without them realizing it. When they realized, they no longer had control over anything. We don't threaten and then act, we act and then inform. This has been our way of acting, we do it, then we communicate. And that's what you'll get. No one will see anything happening at the moment, everything will have already happened and you will only be informed. Because if we did everything live, the very energy of those who follow these enemies could cause mass disasters. So that's not what we want. Everything will already be done when you are notified, and then yes, our troops, our minds, will be focused exactly on those who think they can do something against you. And each of these will be closely monitored and, if necessary, removed from the planet. So once again, I want to remind you, you know the laws of men, you know laws that were established by your religions, but there are laws superior to all that, which are universal laws. And when we act, we will enforce universal laws. We are not worried that you will condemn us, judge us, be angry with us, not understand us. I would just like each one of you, who happens to have a thought like that, to remember that you are now a free people, that you now no longer owe submission to anyone. And it will not be you who will judge, or condemn, or contest, what we did. When everything happens, Do not forget that from that point onwards you will be free, with no more submission. So learn and exercise non-judgment. Learn and practice non-condemnation. Learn and practice thinking only the way you were taught to think. There are much higher laws that you are not aware of, but these are exactly the laws that allow us to keep the universe in balance. Because if that weren't the case, this universe that you see today would be chaos. And Father or Mother God is not chaos, He is pure love. Yes, it will never cease to be. But we have to know how to deal firmly with those who turn against this great energy. We have to keep the universe in balance. It will not be you who will judge whether these laws are valid or not. You are a people who are now waking up to the universe, but the universe has already existed for billions and billions of Earth years. So who are you, to condemn or judge something? The universal laws will be fulfilled on this planet, no matter who it hurts, whoever agrees. So once again, I warn you, learn to live non-judgmentally, because this will also reverberate against you.